Looping car or pedestrian. CCTV footage shows the same man walking past the same corner again and again. Every few minutes, same clothes, same steps, or a car turning down a street endlessly. At first, you think it's edited footage. But when multiple cameras catch the same loop in real time, it's harder to explain. Could it be memory loss, coincidence? Or is something in reality stuck, like a scratched CD skipping over the same frame? These loops make you wonder if we're all just moving through pre-recorded paths. And some people's scripts get stuck on repeat. Birds freezing midair. You look up, and a flock of birds is still. Wings spread. Bodies hanging in midair, as if someone hit the pause button on nature. Videos of this phenomenon have gone viral. Some blame wind currents. Others say it's an optical illusion. But in person, it feels impossible. There's no sound, no movement, just suspended life. If our world is a simulation, maybe this is what happens when a scene fails to load properly. Seeing it in a real life is unsettling. You start to question if anything around you is truly in motion, or just pretending to be. 1. Déjà vu. You're having a conversation, and you know exactly what the other person is about to say. The room feels familiar, like you've been here before, but you know you haven't. This is déjà vu. Scientists say it's just your brain misfiring, memories and present moments mixing up. But some people believe it's proof we've lived this moment before, maybe in a parallel universe or a past life. When déjà vu hits, time feels glitchy, like you're watching a scene you've already played, only this time you're aware of it. Clothing color shift. You're wearing a blue shirt. Someone comments on it. Hours later, without changing, it's suddenly red in photos. Friends insist it was always red, while you swear it wasn't. It's not lighting. It's not a camera filter. The fabric itself seems to have shifted hues. Some say it's just faulty memory or different color perception. But what if reality's texture on your clothes was updated midday, like a game patch loading a new design? If objects can change without warning, maybe nothing we wear or see is truly constant. And the strangest part? Sometimes when you check later, it's back to the original color, as if the system quietly fixed the bug. Second time, slip experiences. Imagine walking through a quiet street and the world changes. Cars vanish. Clothes look old-fashioned. The air feels heavier. People call this a time slip, as if you accidentally stepped into the past. Witnesses describe smells, sounds, and details from decades ago, only to snap back moments later. Is it just imagination, or does our reality have cracks where time bleeds through? Historians are baffled when these accounts match actual historical details. If true, it means time isn't a straight line, it's a maze, and sometimes we take the wrong turn. Missing time minutes or hours gone. You leave your house at 3:15 to run errands. The trip should take 15 minutes. When you check the clock again, it's 5:02. No memory of the missing time, no car breakdown, no distractions. People report hours vanishing this way, sometimes alone, sometimes with others. Skeptics point to daydreaming, microsleeps, or disassociation. But when groups experience it together, with identical lost chunks of memory, explanations get harder. Could we be paused while something is altered around us? Like being frozen while the world keeps moving? If time is a program, maybe sometimes it lags or skips ahead entirely, leaving us to wonder where those moments went. Strange mirror reflections. You glance at the mirror, and your reflection isn't moving like you are. Maybe there's a slight delay. Maybe the expression is off. Mirrors are supposed to be perfect copies, so when they don't match, it feels like a doorway to something else. People have recorded reflections smiling when they weren't, or turning their heads on their own. Is it faulty glass? An optical illusion? Or is the you in the mirror not actually you, but something watching? If mirrors are gateways, maybe sometimes the thing on the other side forgets to copy you exactly. Shadow people sightings. You're home alone, and from the corner of your eye, you see it. A human-shaped shadow, darker than the room, moving silently. You turn your head, and it's gone. Shadow people have been reported for centuries, often in bedrooms, hallways, or doorways. They have no face, no clothes, just a black outline. Some say they're ghosts. Others think they're entities from another dimension, watching us. The weirdest part? People describe the same shapes across different cultures and times, like they've always been here, waiting. Disappearing instantly. You put your keys on the table. Look away for a second, and they're gone. You search everywhere, give up, and then hours later, they're back in the exact same spot. People call it the disappearing object phenomenon. Skeptics say it's human forgetfulness, but some swear the objects literally vanish before their eyes. Could they be slipping into another dimension temporarily? If our reality overlaps with others, maybe small items sometimes cross the boundary. The real mystery, who or what is putting them back? The rain split. You're walking down a street. On your left, heavy rain pours. On your right, it's completely dry. You step sideways and instantly cross from wet to dry, or the other way. Meteorologists explain this as microclimates, but the razor-sharp edge between them feels unnatural. It's like seeing two different weather textures loaded side by side, with no blending. Some drivers report a single half of their windshield getting soaked while the other stays clear. If weather is part of the environment code, maybe sometimes the boundaries fail to hide. And for a moment, you're standing between two realities, choosing which one to be in. Photographs with impossible details. You're looking at a photo from the 1920s. In the corner, someone's wearing modern sunglasses, or holding something that looks like a smartphone. Historians say it's coincidence, or a misunderstood object. But some think these are moments where time itself slipped, pulling people into the wrong decade. Photos can't lie easily in the past. So when one shows something that shouldn't exist, it feels like undeniable proof of a glitch. If cameras can capture these mistakes, how many more moments like this have we just not noticed? Identical strangers. You're walking through a crowd when you freeze. You just saw your exact face on someone else. Not similar, exactly the same. Same eyes, voice, even the way they walk. Friends or family might even confuse the two of you. Coincidence? Genetic randomness? Or are you meeting a version of yourself from a parallel reality? These encounters are harmless until you start wondering, if they exist here, does that mean you exist somewhere else too? And if one of you is in the wrong world, which one is it?